1, 2, ready, and. That's the tempo that you'll play it eventually. We'll learn it, of course, slower. That's the C scale. This is such a clever, clever piece of music by George Frederick Handel, the same man that wrote Handel's Messiah. Okay, so the rhythm in the beginning, the half note, and then there's a dotted quarter followed by an eighth. That's that pizza pie rhythm right there, or pizza. So technically, this is counted in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Let's go ahead and put the word world in there. Let me clap it from the beginning. Ready, and. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. 1, 2, 3. Put your fifth finger on this C, not middle C, but this C. Fifth finger. And here's how that is played with the descending down C scale. Here we go. Ready, and. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. 1, 2, 3. We're just going to play the melody right now. So the melody continues down the C scale. The next note is F. Now cross your third finger over. It's a half note, dotted half. And the counts, of course, there's 2 counts to a half note. Let's start on the third measure and count. 3 on E, third measure, ready, and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now there's only so much that my brain can handle at one time. So we're working only on the melody. I see a curved line over what we just played, and that's a phrase, a musical sentence. We'll put that in later. We'll put the accompaniment in later. For right now, we're only working on the melody. Now the last note on the first line, it says let. What note is that? Every good boy does fine. So it's a G. It's the G above middle C. Put 2 on G, and then we're working our way back up the scale with some repeated notes. The second line is 3 on A, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a tie. 1, 2, 3, rest. Now, I did lift my wrist. Again, we'll talk about that later. At the end of a phrase, I lift the wrist to give the listener's ear a break. Okay, the last note on the second line will be played with the left hand. The melody now switches to the left hand and plays part of the C scale. This is so clever. All right, thumb on C. Now we're on the third line. Play that C again. That's not a tie. That C is played again. Here we go, third line, C. Working our way down the C scale. Thumb under. Play the G again. Pizza pie. Let's play that pizza pie rhythm with the correct counting. On the word heart, it will sound like this. Ready? And. 1, 2, and 3. That's the counts. Now the next phrase or musical sentence is exactly the same thing again. So put your thumb on middle C, prepare him room. Start on beat 4, 1, 2, 3. Thumb under, same note. Okay, make sure that you stop the video and practice whenever you need to. Next, the melody goes back to the right hand. It's 3 on, of course, E. On the fourth line, you play that E again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. That rhythm, again, let me clap from the beginning of the fourth line. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. All right, moving right along. And Heaven and Nature Sing, it's the same words, but they're different notes. So you're starting with fourth on F. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. D's are repeated. 1, 2, 3. That's the end of that phrase. Now we're doing the pickup notes to the last line. That's E, D, and then we're on the last line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, go all the way up. That's called an octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you really need to stretch. My hands are small, but I can definitely reach an octave. So let's try that, just that little part again. Let Heaven. Pick up to the last line. 1, 2, 3. Octave. Okay, stop right there. The next note falls 3 right where you need to be on A. Play the A. Now, again, here's that dotted quarter followed by an eighth followed by a quarter. You'll see that in a lot of music. That's why I spent so much time teaching you this rhythm. So on the second measure of the last line, it goes like this. 1, 2, and 3. Again, part of the C scale. So put your second finger on G, and let's play the second measure. Ready? And G, F, E. Stop right there. Now you're set up right here. You don't need to cross under. Keep your fingers close to the keys and play 4 on F and then E. 1, 2, 3, rest. And that's the melody of Joy to the World. Let's learn the harmony. Sometimes it's in the left hand, sometimes it's in the right hand. It starts in the left hand. The second measure is thumb on A. That is C, that's middle C, C, B, A. Put your thumb on that A right there. You start on beat 4, and you can see it's going right down the C scale in various rhythms. All right, start on beat 4. 1, 2, 3. Thumb on A, half note. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a whole note. Naturally, that gets 4 counts. Now on the next line, third finger would fall on F, but scoot your second finger down to the F, because then you're set up to play the rest of the line. All right, second line, hold the F, 4 counts. Ready? And 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to give you all these letter names. You should be able to read these by yourself by now. Let me just give you a little review. The first measure is the note is on a line. So the second line, first measure, G, B, D, F, A. That's an F. Then what is the note in the second measure? G, B, D, F, A. So it's G, B, D. It's a D. Now in the next two measures, these notes are in a space. That is All Cars Eat Grass, because we're playing in the bass clef right now. All cars eat that's an E. All cars eat grass, that's a G. All cars, that's a C. But you shouldn't really have to rely much on those sayings anymore. That was just a little quick review. All right, now let's continue. The pickup note to the third line is a middle C. Now we're on the third line. Repeat the C. You've already learned this part, actually. Oh, wait a minute. That's the melody. We're going with the harmony. The harmony continues on the fourth line with 5 on, of course, C. Here we go. Ready? And C. C, D, E, 2, 3. Okay, you notice that those notes move up in the intervals of a second. Now we have 2 on, of course, that's F. Start on the fourth count on the word end. 1, 2, 3. Go back up to F. That's providing harmony. 1, 2, 3, rest. Now we're on the last line. The left hand has the harmony the whole line. 5 on C. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, and 3. Stop right there. And on the word end, that is F. Here we go. 2, 3. Spend a lot of time working on just the melody, then just the harmony, and then put your hands together. Let's begin also to talk about the phrase. That's a musical thought. So, joy to the world, the Lord is come. We don't really need to physically breathe in piano, but we do. It's not a woodwind instrument where you blow through it, or like a flute or a clarinet or something like that. But you do need to have sentences in order for the listener. It can't just be a run-on sentence when you're playing, even though piano is a percussion instrument. So let's take one phrase at a time. Put your fifth finger, once again, you're starting on this C. Your left hand is thumb on A below C. And we're going to play this loud. F is forte. That doesn't mean fast. It means loud. And the natural tendency is to play fast when we play loud. Don't fall into that trap. We're going to play loud. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. All right, hands together. Now your left hand holds and your right hand lifts at the end of that phrase. That's the end of a phrase. Then the right hand begins the next phrase. Technically, your left hand is still holding right there. All right, let's work on the next phrase. I lifted my wrist once again to give the listener a little break in. It's not a run-on sentence. Okay, so move your hand up to 2 on G and get ready. Move your 2 to F in your left hand. Pick up to the second line. 1, 2, 3. G. Hold that left hand down while you play the right hand. Remember, the hands are counted separately. Your left hand doesn't lift just because your right hand had to lift. So let's try that second line first measure again. Ready? And 2, 3. Right hand plays again. Next measure. Both fours happen to be playing at the same time. The rhythm is exactly the same. Here we go. Ready? And 2, 3. Play the right hand again. Now, this is the left hand on E, the right hand on C. The right hand holds and the left hand moves. Here we go. Ready? Play the king again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the end of that phrase. Gently lift your wrist and then move your left hand up to middle C. Your right hand doesn't really play on this line that much. All right, pickups to third line. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Exactly the same thing again. Okay, now your right hand is going to be 3 on E. Pickups to the fourth line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, both hands are playing F right here. Okay? Start on the fourth count. 1, 2, 3. Both twos are playing at the same time. 2, 3. You'll notice those notes move away from each other. See, that is called contrary motion. Pickups to the last line. This is not all that easy, so hang in there and you're going to get this. This is just a beautiful song. Pickups to the last line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and cross your third finger over in your right hand. Okay, the next notes are both F. Then we go into, that's called unison. They're both playing the same note. Now we go into harmony. And lift your wrist. Now, I don't want to make this a super long lesson. There's a lot in it. We're starting out with the dynamic forte. We talked about that. But then when we get to the fourth line, we're going to make that soft. And then, and heaven and nature sing. Now, the words repeat, so we're going to make the dynamics a little bit different. Let's make them mezzo forte. That means not loud, not soft. Mezzo means middle. So we're playing kind of like in the middle. In the middle. Mezzo forte. Medium, loud. For the next phrase. And then we're going back to loud again. We're repeating the same words. Let heaven and nature sing. So we're going to make it different in the dynamics. The dynamics are going to get loud now. You can even slow that down. I think I'm going to write a retard in there on that last measure. A retard means to slow down gradually. Wow, that's a lot in there. The phrases, the dynamics, the harmony, the C scale. Whew. Hope your brain doesn't hurt from all that knowledge that you just got. And again, people just love this song. It's known the world over. So play it well and have fun.
Together you and me make perfect harmony. I hear a rhapsody.